pleasure to have you here. I'd like to offer a special welcome to our state representative, Sally Kearns, our state Senator Joan Lovely sends her regrets. She's in the State House with budget matters. In celebration of our nation's founding, I would like to invite town meeting member McKenna to read our town's 250th anniversary resolution, which is Article 1 in the annual town meeting warrant at page 3. And I would also like to thank Richard Trask, town meeting member, who graciously drafted the warrant article for this evening. Dave? So let's do it formally. Let's have the motion, let's have the warrant read by our Finance Committee Chair.
We recommend that the town vote in favor of the resolution. Mr. McKenna.
Whereas in the year 2026, our nation celebrates and reflects upon the 250th anniversary of the self-proclaimed Declaration of Independence of the United States of America, as voted on July 4th, 1776 by the Continental Congress. And that whereas the town of Danvers, including our now sister community, the city of Peabody, was first established as the District of Danvers in 1752, and then the town of Danvers in 1757, in that whereas contrary to the vote of King George II of Great Britain disallowing the establishment of Danvers, the king unwilling, Danvers has been self-governed through its town meeting and sending representatives to the Massachusetts General Court since 1752, an unbroken 274 years of governing, including here at this evening's gathering, and that whereas the New England town meeting is one of America's oldest and most distinctive forms of democracy, described by Thomas Jefferson, principal author of the Declaration of Independence, that this form of government is, quote, the wisest invention ever designed by the wit of man for the perfect exercise of self-government and for its preservation, end quote. In that, whereas Danvers town meeting several years prior to hostilities with our mother country voted to instruct as representative Dr. Samuel Holton, one of America's founding fathers, to, quote, look well to the rights of the people, end quote. A citizen to man to our elected officials that is important today as at any other time in our history. In that, whereas in 1776, the Massachusetts General Court, the only American colony to so request, formally sought the opinion of its population as to their support of independence from Great Britain. In that, whereas Danvers at town meeting on June 18th, 1776 voted, quote, that if the Honorable Continental Congress for the safety of the United Colonies declare them independent of the Kingdom of Great Britain, we, the inhabitants of this town, do solemnly engage with our lives and fortunes to support them in the measure, end quote. And that whereas the Massachusetts House of Representatives, receiving answer from the various Massachusetts towns, unanimously voted that Massachusetts indeed approved of American independence. In that, whereas the town of Danvers by August 1776, with its population of 388 men of military age, had been true to its commitment to self-governing independence, with 139 men leaving home to volunteer in the struggle for liberty. Over 600 eventually served in at least 20, including Captain Samuel Flint, leading a charge at the October 1777 Turning Point battle at Saratoga, New York, lost their lives on the altar of liberty, their sacrifice begetting us a nation. Therefore, we, the people of Danvers, resolve here at town meeting assembled to reaffirm the sacred pledge of our forefathers of 76 to the words and promises of our two resulting foundational and covenant American documents, the unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America, dated July 4th, 1776, and our living ratified Constitution of the United States, first adopted in 1788, amended by the Bill of Rights in 1791, and at later times being the world's oldest and continuous foundational document with its co-equal Trinitarian branches of government, the legislative, executive, and judicial. These foundational documents were created for the securing of, quote, the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, end quote. And may we all continue to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Thank you, David. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? I declare unanimous consent to the resolution. Thank you, Town Meeting Member McKenna. I would now like to welcome the Chair of the Select Board to read the memorial resolutions.